It's really cool to just have people in their 20s in general on this platform to, talk about real life shit that people who are 20 years old, have to deal with.
Yes. Welcome back to another. Oh, God, it feels so good to be back in the flesh. If I had an intro song, I'd play it, man. It feels so good to be back. Thank you guys for coming with us back again to ISD. I'm your host, Devonn.
I'm Pierce.
How you feel, man?
All right, man.
Good, man. How's it feel to
Living.
How's it feel to be back for a second time? Because we tried this shit the other week, but I couldn't get the video to Eric, so I was pretty mad. I'm not going to lie.
Feels pretty good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. We'll see. Hopefully this one, goes a bit more smooth.
Oh, it will. Definitely. I've sat the past 2 weeks cooking, figured up specific formulas, literally trying everything in the world to figure this shit out, talking to people, going on YouTube, sitting back and forth, testing different theories, breaking it down. Like, I learned a different type of grind these past few weeks.
That's what's up.
And when you really want something, you're going to figure that shit out.
Yeah,
and I literally sat there and I fucking drove myself crazy trying to figure it out. Niggas wasn't working out. Niggas wasn't working out. I was still going to work and shit. Like, I wasn't cooking barely, bro. I was honed in on this.
Trying to figure it out.
God, yes. And it feels so good. Like, it feels great to...
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. It feels great to, like, really work for something, like, really hard for it, and then you finally kind of get it back to where you want to be. So I'm actually very pleased with myself here. I learned something about myself these past few weeks.
That's good, man.
So never happy to be back. How you been during our intermission?
I've been all right, bro. Just I haven't really been doing anything, to be honest with you. I've just been chilling. Started school again.
Yeah.
I only take one class though. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just talking, critical thinking.
Love that class.
Yeah, because you get to talk about stuff. So
What's teacher's name?
I have no idea.
She a white lady?
Yeah.
Curly hair?
No.
Well, I took mine. I forget her name, but she was so nice, and she even
She's cool. The lady I have,
man,
really good reviews and everything.
Yeah, and she was suggested I become a tutor. Really? Downstairs. Yeah, like that endorsement was huge. I don't talk to her anymore, but that endorsement was huge. Like that was great. That's one class where it really made me really kind of like it's activated my critical thinking skills. But literally, I would suggest anybody, no matter what major you have, to take that class.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've always liked classes like that.
Yeah,
where we kind of just discuss
facts,
various topics. You know what I'm saying, on a deeper level. So, only 2 class is in though, so we haven't really done much.
Watch. I
know it's gonna pick up.
Yeah, it's gonna be fire.
Yeah.
So for those who may not have known, we took an intermission. I take the heat for it, I guess you could say. We were going through technical difficulties, and I was burdening on my shoulder. I was editing, I was recording, I was trying to, I was doing a lot. And so what happened was the external hard drive that we had at the time completely crashed on me, like kaput. I lost 2 months worth of episodes, gone. And the thing is, when you're on a computer, I learned to operate off of my hard drive, because if you operate off your computer storage, it's going to eat up all your computer storage. Your computer's barely going to work. So you need a hard drive to be doing stuff like this for us, especially because we have really big files, because we're recording for hour plus, and these files are video and audio and editing clips and shit like that. So it's a lot. So because of that, it finally crashed. I just like exploded. And like you were the one who really suggested that we should take a break, just because in my mind I was like ready to like pop. So like when you said that, where did that come from?
I just figured, it would just give us time to fix what we need to fix. You know what I'm saying? There's no point in trying to push out content when we don't even have the tools necessary to make it work. You know what I'm saying? How would we record if without a hard drive? How are we gonna record the next episode and like keep it? We're just gonna have a bunch of USBs around. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta take a break, man. You can't always just be constant with it. Like shit, we got lives. Yeah, you feel me? Like it's mad. That's basically what it was. So and I think it worked out. You feel me? Yes. So sometimes you just gotta take that mental break for yourself. Just relax. Do what you want to do. You know. Literally. No point in killing yourself trying to make things for other people if you're not even happy making them.
Facts. During this intermission, man, I was working out a lot before, like, I tried to get us really back in gear. I was, like, riding my bike a lot. really regrew with spending time with family, really enjoying like my Mondays off, just relaxing, having peace. I allowed me to focus on a phlebotomy certification, so I got a new job, which is phenomenal. That allows. Thank you, bro. Great company, great people, man. Making a little more money too. So
it's always good.
What? Yes, very excited. New job and getting a new job. Like I was in my previous job for like, I'm still there like a couple days a week, but going on March will be 6 years. So it's like, feel like sometimes getting a new job, depending on how often, is like a life event.
Could be.
Like it's like this is something that's different for me. It's a big change in my life, which it is. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to whatever's about to happen.
Yeah, man.
I'm hella geek because
sure nothing but positive things are gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 1,000,000%. And I think that because I have this new job, it really makes me appreciate the things that made me kind of go part-time for my last job. You know, and it also opens me up to new different because I'm learning new things. I'm being challenged in a different way, and the hours are better. Like I'm not getting off at fucking dusk till dawn. Like I'm not getting off late as shit. Like I get off work and the sun's still up. Right. I love that.
Yeah,
absolutely love that. You cannot beat that, not at all. So, let's. You got anything else?
Nah, bro, nothing off top. Let's get right into it.
Let's get to business. Positive news. You sent me this. And I thought this is really dope, like super duper dope. But this is per scoop.me. Finland ends homelessness and provides shelter for all in need. Now, when you first sent me this, I was just kind of like, oh, like maybe this is something that's kind of like a catchy headline, but not actually legit. But as I'm starting to read this, I realize this is some legit shit.
Yeah.
And I think it's really dope. Since you brought it up, do you want to go over it?
Yeah, man. I mean, basically, it's just, thanks. I mean, basically, it's just that Finland's reduced the number of homeless. I don't know if like I can say ends. I mean, I don't know how sure you can be on that, but basically, what they're doing is things that we've been trying to do here. At least it's been in discussion amongst the people, just using all the vacant homes and all the homes that have nobody in them, all the empty apartment buildings, and just refurbishing them and giving them to the homeless, giving them a place to stay. It's not just giving it to them for free. Obviously, they still have to, there's like things they have to, like rent they have to pay and things like that nature. But they were saying in the article here, like the people that 4 out of 5 people, homeless people that were affected once they kind of put in this system here, come out better and kind of live better lives and are able to kind of pick their thumbs up. Which I can imagine that's the case. I can only imagine that so many people, homeless people, would be able to get back out there if they just didn't have to worry about food, shelter, all that. If they knew, okay, I know I'm going back home, I have something to eat, now I can focus on getting a job, doing this, doing that, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they were doing that. I mean, that just makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like just having a bunch of empty homes and apartment buildings, use that, and they also have like social workers in the buildings as well for the people and things of that nature to help them with finding a job and things of that nature. So it's a whole process. Basically, they're just making sure that everyone's good, you know what I'm saying, and give them the tools they need to succeed. And I think that's just really dope. I mean, I feel like a lot of the countries over there are doing that, like Finland and Sweden and all those countries, just really focusing on the happiness of the people that live there, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like countries like America, I obviously have no idea, but like I would even argue like America, UK, all like the first world countries, big name countries out there, like we're focused more on what we as the individual can do for the country, but not the other way around. You feel me? I think that's weighs down heavy on us, because then then you get down to feeling like we're not contributing enough, we're not doing this enough, and then this pressure to donate, doing that, and it's like fuck, like I only make so much, or I can only do so much, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the government expects more and more and more, but then you see what are you guys doing for us?
They doing with all the resources.
Exactly. So like how it's impossible for any individual to stop homelessness by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can build a shelter here or there. I could build a couple shacks, but that's only going to take in a few people. You know what I'm saying? But then I don't have the resources to get them a new job unless I dedicate my life to that, which I don't want to. No disrespect, but everyone has their own shit they want to do. Like,
Facts.
But the government has a means to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? They just choose not to. But here we see that they chose to. You know what I'm saying? And obviously it's a smaller population, so there's that you have to take into account. But I'm pretty sure somewhere I remember reading that the amount of foreclosed homes in America outweigh the number of homeless people in America. Now, I don't know how you can count the number of homeless people. I'm sure it's a rough estimate, but still, I mean, if there's millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of vacant homes out there in various sizes, like who's to say that they wouldn't outweigh the homeless population? You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm sure I'm more than positive there's a way that we could implement that and have it going. We just don't, because of what America values, unfortunately, which is kind of
capitalism.
Upsetting. Yeah, it's upsetting, but what are you gonna do? But at least somewhere in the world that they're, it's clear that they care more about the individual person living in the country than what we can do for the country. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause again, I feel like that's what we're kind of doing right now. Just capitalism. How much money can you spend? How much money can you make? Like, oh, this new phone's coming out every year, new shoes coming out every month, new this, new that, like buy.
Same fucking 2K game every year.
Same game, yeah, with just maybe different tweaks, so it's not, they're making us spend more. I mean, not making us, obviously, like I don't have to buy anything, but like just with societal standards and pressure and this and that, like even if you don't feel like you need the newest thing, like you kind of do. Like if everyone around you getting the newest car and you got a beater, it's like, damn, like I kind of want to get a new car too now. Even if that beater doesn't, you can see from A to B to C to D, you know what I'm saying? Like that car is perfectly fine, but because of your surroundings, like it's like what, keeping up with the Johnsons, is that what it's called? Joneses, yeah. Just trying to match what your neighbor's doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, which is a horrible mentality, but that's good for capitalism though. It's great for capitalism, so that's what we get fed. I mean, everything's an ad now, bro. Like I was thinking about that the other day, just scrolling. Everything's an ad, TV.
Instagram changed to a little shopping mall.
Yeah, bro. I get notifications. And I think someone, someone liked my picture. Someone no, new item up in the store, and I'm like, damn, I've never even bought anything from that. I visited the page one time, and I'm getting notifications for it. I mean, even streaming services, we have Hulu. Like, you can pay for Hulu, and then you can pay for Hulu with no ads. But I'm already paying for Hulu anyway. So it's like, what the fuck am I paying for? You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
What am I paying for? So I mean, there's just ads intertwined in everything. Everything we see now, bro, is an ad for something else, which is frustrating, but what are you gonna do? Like we can't really do much about it now, unfortunately. But that's just kind of like the way. Obviously, it's not nothing new. That's just the way that America's going, or any really capitalist country is going. It's just consume. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're at right now. And to tie it back to what we were just talking about, like if we were trying to give homeless people a place to stay and food so they can get themselves together and be a contributing member of society, that means giving things away for free to start off, which just doesn't make sense to us, apparently. Even though we got the bread for everything else, you feel me?
Literally.
So it's frustrating, but at least it's good to see that somewhere in the world is taking that step and showing that it is possible. You feel me? I just wish it could have been us, but maybe someday. I remember this was years ago. Kanye West, I remember tried to build. Do you remember when he tried to build a bunch of like homeless shelter domes in LA? Yeah.
But I think the government out there stopped him or some shit.
I don't know what why that stopped. But I wouldn't put it past Kanye to try probably doing things that were against city limits and things.
Oh, of course.
Like,
so
you can't do that,
exactly. There's probably some shit where he probably, I'm just gonna drop these here. It's like, well, you probably gotta get it approved.
Literally, there's more to it. So I mean, I'm sure this has been tried to be done before here. I mean, I know like there's what Habitat for Humanity and there's different things that like people do build shelters for homeless people, but like
Facts.
We shouldn't have to build them. You know what I'm saying? We already have them here. We just don't want to give them away. So we'd rather let the property just decrease in value and rot, and the houses rot. You know what I'm saying? And just give it and let it be used for something. But I don't know. I don't know enough about it to really have that deep of a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to talk to someone who knows more about it so that I can get some better info.
Facts.
At least see why or what has been done already. But I don't know, man. It's frustrating. It's frustrating seeing it, that is knowing that it can be done, and then it just doesn't get done here, Yeah,
it's garbage. It's garbage. So that's a one piece positive news. Another thing I positive had, this was a quote not necessarily a link for a news topic, but I thought this was really dope. It says the road to success is always under construction by Lily Tomlin. I really felt that because, again, we took a hiatus and I went back to the drawing board for a lot of shit. So I was trying to figure that out, and me and you were constant talks, and I was sitting there thinking, like, are we just having the same conversation over and over again? Is this actually productive? Am I trying to do something that's actually, like, easily done? Am I just moving in one place? You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck am I doing? But
right.
And I always felt like, you know, when you're successful, you find something that you do when you do it once, and you just keep doing the same thing over and over again. That's true to a certain extent, but there's also times where I feel like it may be necessary to reinvent yourself.
Constantly, bro. You gotta reinvent yourself. If you don't, because times are changing.
Yeah.
So obviously you can stay the same, but there are certain things you're gonna have to, reinvent or just kind of adapt to. And if you don't, you're gonna get left behind.
Yeah. And I think I always relate things back to basketball. Always. I feel like basketball teaches you like a lot of lessons. So like if you look at like Mike or any player, Mike, Bron, whatever, like when Mike first got in the league, he was dunking on hella people, wasn't as good of a jump shooter. But as he got older, he's like, yeah, my body can't take this shit forever. What did he do? Became a good ass jump shooter. Mm-hmm. So as time goes on, and even him being like the best basketball player ever, he also continued to still work on his game. He still worked on his jump shot, still everything. Even look at LeBron, who could arguably another one be called the best basketball player of all time. Like, they always working on their game. They're always evolving as people.
Yeah.
So that quote really stuck out to me. I like that a lot. Moving on from that, for our segment, I bet you didn't know, we're gonna bring up topics and things that have happened in society that you guys may or may not heard about. This shit really actually stuck out to me last night, and I put this in because I know you fucking hate Facebook. So, Facebook apologized. This is for NPR.org. Mm-hmm. Facebook apologizes after its AI, artificial intelligence, labels black men as primates. Facebook issued an apology on behalf of its artificial intelligence software that asked users watching a video featuring black men if they wanted to see more videos about primates. The social media giant has since disabled the top recommendation feature and says it's investigating the cause of the error, but the video has been online for more than a year. A Facebook spokesperson told the New York Times on Friday, which first reported the story, that an automated prompt was an unacceptable error and apologized to anyone who came across the offensive suggestion. The video, uploaded by the Daily Mail on June 27, 2020, documented an encounter between a white man and a group of black men who were celebrating a birthday. The clip captures the white man allegedly calling 911 to report that he's being harassed by a bunch of black men before cutting to an unrelated video that shows police officers arresting a black tenant in his own home. Former Facebook employee Darcy Groves tweeted about the error on Thursday after a friend clued her in on the misidentification. She shared a screenshot of the video that captured Facebook's keep seeing videos about primates message. This keep seeing prompt is unacceptable at Facebook, she wrote. And despite the video being more than a year old, a friend got this prompt yesterday. Friends at Facebook, please escalate. This is egregious. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, everything the article said pretty much, that's real. I mean, it's ridiculous that it's gotten to, that was even a thing to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
For such a long time, too.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Facebook, I've already talked enough about Facebook, but it's ridiculous, man. There's no excuse for it. I don't know if it was like an artificial error, a computer error, or that's what they're saying it was. Is that
they're saying it was a technical error? I'd imagine someone typed that in though. Like, I feel like that's something
I don't know.
Type in.
I don't know how that works, so I can't say. I'm not gonna say someone deliberately put apes, or primates for black men. I don't know what it was going off of. Maybe there was a hashtag involved that was on other. I don't know. I have no idea, so I really don't know what. Still is ridiculous. So at least, hopefully they fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be an easy fix, but that's definitely not something that's okay. But I feel like this happens time and time again with Facebook. Or just with social media platforms in general. It's just putting labels on certain things or categorizing things that are offensive to people. It's constant. You know what I'm saying? But nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen.
Oh, no, probably. Absolutely not. Facebook,
nothing's going to happen, bro.
Facebook owns everything. Ain't shit happening to them.
So, I mean, this is just going to... Even if there was an outrage with this, which I saw this article, but I haven't really seen people, like, freaking out over it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're too big.
Yeah. No one's going to shut them down.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they're almost impossible to shut down at this point.
Them, Amazon.
Yep. Google. They're just too big.
Microsoft.
They're too big to shut down.
Microsoft owns Google, don't they?
Microsoft owns everything, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way you'd be able to shut them down or break them up.
No. A lot of the economy is based off these three companies, too. Especially Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon's trying to fuck up everything, bro. Amazon's trying to buy everything to make it their own. So basically, they just make money off of everything.
Amazon it's like
from
some
a business standpoint, great idea. You know, I make as much money as possible because everyone's gonna have to give you money for this and that. But like, obviously, that's a monopoly.
It makes me feel like some evil villain shit's about to happen.
Yeah, man.
Like you're buying up everything, but it's total control. It makes you feel like if this were like a comic book story, Jeff Bezos would definitely be like the villain.
Yeah, he'd be this would be his origin story. You know, you know, I mean, he's even I know him and Elon, they were having a little space thingy going on and shit. You know, they had their own companies.
Yeah.
Elon's actually doing shit though.
Jeff just went up there.
Jeff just went up, just like the little flight. You know what I'm saying? The flights that go in the little atmosphere for a couple minutes, you're in zero gravity, then you fall back down. Like I'm pretty sure that's what he did. Right, and he said he wanted to be called an astronaut now, which is just like everyone's just like, shut the fuck up. Bro.
Yeah, that's disrespectful as shit.
Yeah, literally, that's what they were saying. It's like there's so much training that goes into becoming an astronaut. Just because you went up there doesn't mean shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I'm pretty sure, again, like, don't quote me on. You can look it up right now if you want, but I'm pretty sure NASA partnered with Elon's company for like some future space ventures. And Amazon or Jeff Bezos is suing NASA because they didn't choose his company instead. Purely to slow down the process.
Some bitch ass shit.
Yeah, it's just like fuck you, bro. Like
it says here, why Elon Musk SpaceX is launching astronauts for NASA. Wow, Elon Musk SpaceX saved NASA $500 million. How does one person save a big ass company like NASA $500 million? Like
it was the company, not him specifically, but
SpaceX did, but. And if he didn't start SpaceX to have that idea.
I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure if you went in the article, it would tell you how it saved.
Facts. So, Quartz.com, SpaceX just saved NASA $500 million with one rocket. The rocket billionaire discourse, heady as it is, can distract from the facts. Here's one. NASA saved at least $548 million and perhaps more thanks to just one contract with Elon Musk SpaceX. Last week, the U.S. Space Agency tapped the company's Falcon Heavy rocket to launch a space probe to one of Jupiter's moons, Europa, in 2024.
I'm pretty sure that's like the largest rocket ever built.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
If this is a picture.
I know Elon Musk's company built that. I just don't. One of them is the largest. Like
my thing about Elon is like now over the years he's definitely grown as like who he is and what we do. But I feel like he came out of fucking nowhere. Like I feel like if someone's gonna be doing some like shit that he does, like fucking flamethrowers, Teslas, rocket ships, like you think you're like Elon Musk has been like mainstream news like 4 or 5 years now.
Look up how when Tesla became Tesla. You know what I'm saying? Because like he was probably doing shit for a while, and then he got put in the forefront. I mean, that's like any success story. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't just wake up and you're successful. Like you put in the work, and then everyone thinks that it was just an overnight thing. You know what I'm saying? So he was probably putting in the work.
Yeah. So he founded PayPal, X.com in 1999, which later became PayPal.
Yeah. Okay,
SpaceX in 2002, Tesla Motors in 2003.
Yeah. So he's been doing shit for a minute. We've just been young kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
he didn't start Tesla though. Actually, I'm sorry.
He founded it or he took it over?
No, this is from CNBC.com. Tesla founders Martin Eberhard and Mark Tampering talk about the early days and bringing on Elon Musk. He didn't found.
He was just brought on.
Correct.
As an expert or something.
Correct. Which makes sense.
That's cool. Yeah. But yeah, still. One thing about Elon is that like he's just doing shit he wants to do, man.
I ain't mad at it.
And it's cool because it seems like he's kind of at least trying to help out. You feel me? Like I'm sure he does some grimy billionaire shit too. All of them do, but like he's SpaceX. He's trying to push that space exploration. Teslas, even though they're still a little expensive, like that's green energy right there. You know what I'm saying? Less pollution for the cars.
I respect that.
Yeah, respect that, bro.
It's expensive as shit, but
expensive, but he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather a billionaire be doing that, and it's gonna start off expensive, and then eventually get to cheaper means for everybody than what Jeff Bezos is doing and just fucking around and beating his dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, and wants everyone to say how great he is. It's like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it is lame. So, but yeah, man. So I don't know. Jeff Bezos is he's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it though. Like, doesn't mean he's saying that changes nothing. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's just got bread. A lot.
Literally. But if you had that bread, nobody really fuck with you.
Of course not. He wouldn't be acting. He wouldn't act the same way he does now because I mean, bro, I would imagine when you're one of the richest people ever, you know, you start getting a big head. I can imagine that.
Oh, absolutely.
No one can tell you shit. No one can tell you anything. You don't want me to eat here? I'll buy this place right now.
That's some bitch ass shit.
It's like I have so much money, doesn't matter.
You don't even know what to do with it.
I'll buy everything I want. You know what I'm saying? I'll pay this off. I'll pay that off. Like,
I mean, we all have our stupid purchases though. So like,
of course.
What would be like a stupid purchase for you if you were a billionaire?
If I was a billionaire,
like a stupid purchase, you was like, I didn't have to do this shit, but I did it anyway. I feel like we all maybe have like a stupid purchase. For me, I don't know. I'd probably say probably like some big dumbass unnecessary painting or something, or
I'd have crazy art for sure.
Oh, I damn near have a graffiti part in my house. Like let somebody graffiti a wall.
I don't even know. I'd want a bunker.
Fuck yeah.
A bunker, but like a really nice one.
I want a jet too. Fuck airplanes.
Jet. I'd want to fly my own jet. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
I do want to get my pilot's license at some point.
Me too. I wonder if I can get it because I have glasses.
Sure. Yeah, pilots have glasses. Right?
Okay. I don't know. I've never seen a pilot. See, I've never seen a pilot.
Actually, no, I don't know. I'm pretty sure in the Air Force, don't you need 20/20 vision?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
so you probably can't.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a.
It's weird context. Don't tell him.
Probably go ask for copy my medical records and shit.
Probably,
but yeah.
But like, oh, man, I don't know.
A bunker will be a decent idea because you never know what the fuck's gonna happen, and why not be prepared?
Yeah, right. I've thought about this for a while actually. When I get the bread for it, all my cars are gonna be bulletproof, like to the max armor.
Who was on you for that? Who was on your heels, bro?
That's what and then my house, same shit.
Bulletproof your house.
Both of my house.
Bulletproof
have a lockdown mode where like the steel doors.
Oh yeah, that shit.
Yeah, all the windows are covered. No one's getting in.
Put your finger here.
Literally.
Access code 3097.
My doors are gonna be the minute they close locks. So I don't have to lock it.
You on some purge shit.
Yeah, minute they close locks. I'm gonna have guns, but only so they can only work with my fingerprints.
Bro, you know what you should get? A fucking moat.
You know what I'm saying? That's so stupid.
How?
What am I, a cat? What is this? Fucking medieval times?
But bro, a moat would protect you from. I mean, a moat can't protect you from bullets, yes, but it's gonna protect you from niggas approaching your house.
That's real.
Just because honestly, all you get like an MJ house, niggas got a tall gate and a long driveway. I'm not mad at you bulletproofing your house. I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be right up on the street, bro. Like, of course I'm gonna be away, but still, you know, you never know.
Yeah,
you never know. With the shit I plan on doing with my money,
I feel you.
Mugs gonna be on me, bro.
I feel you. What I would do personally, bro, I would probably. I've always thought about this. Like, if I didn't, I would have a heated driveway. Like, if niggas want like a heated driveway, like
heated,
yes, or like I would have a garage, but I probably have my driveway have like a tent on it, a tent, so that way if it's snowing or whatever, even though I plan on living somewhere warm, it's not gonna touch my shit.
Heated driveways be cool.
Yes, I think that actually does exist, but
no, they do.
I would get one of those, and
it'd be cool. So when Mugs heated driveway, right?
Yeah,
for the wintertime or whatever the case. But when people, you know, trying to run up in your shit and they're on the driveway, turning the heat up,
baking their ass.
Yeah, so they're gonna start. The shoes gonna start melting.
They're gonna get stuck,
and they're gonna fall. Then it's gonna.
It's like
for them, but
yeah, I don't know if you remember that show 1,000 Ways to Die. Mm-hmm. I remember they had one episode, like in Africa. I could be wrong, but so whatever country this is legal, what they would do is if you ran up on someone's like house or car, or like if you're in someone's car, they run up on you. You like set flames out from under your car and you burn their fucking legs off.
That'd be wild.
That's illegal as shit here in America. There's no way you could do that. But some country, I think that actually how someone died, and it was okay. And it was okay. I would be tempted to have some shit like that.
Other countries, bro, are just completely different from America. That's why you gotta travel, bro. I mean, I haven't left the country yet, which I plan on it.
It's soon. Nice, bro.
I know. Oh, I know. But like, I don't know. It's just it's. We were talking about this in class actually the other day.
Yeah.
Just how like cultural diversity and stuff like that. Just like how like we may like when we're talking, like we're in America, like eye contact when you're talking is like with the thing you do, you know what I'm saying? Like there's like a certain, like there's in like we usually stand 18 inches apart from each other when we're talking and stuff like that. But in other countries, eye contact can be seen as disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
Or bowing, like I know in certain countries.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, and obviously if we're gonna be ignorant, I can go to another country and just be like, well, this is how we do it in America, blah blah blah. But like, you know, traveling really kind of gives you an idea of just what other cultures are like. And obviously, if you're gonna be respectful, I would, you know, do some research before I go just to know what some of the, you know, everyday things are. So I'm not just out here just disrespecting everybody because I think what I'm doing is respectful, but it's really not. I don't want to be like some, you know, dumbass American tourist out there, even though I'm still gonna be.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, man, I want to travel so much just so I can just to see what everybody else is like.
I mean, like I went to Cabo and I did go out the country technically, and I saw a different experience, but at the same time, I was at a resort.
Yeah.
So I don't really count that as a full blown out of country experience.
Yeah.
Driving through the city of Cabo though, it was definitely different. It's like seeing, you know, that versus America. A lot more people walking. Their roads are really narrow. Like, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and stereotype it. So like, whenever you see a movie that's like about some spies in South America, that's the type of shit you see. But and I don't want to speak on everything because I could forget and I could say something wrong, could be ignorant. I don't want to disrespect anybody, but it's definitely different than America. But again, I was on a resort. One thing I took away from it, and I said this on the episode that couldn't fucking come out because the hard drive crashed, was that, you know, when we left the resort, this guy, I never get his name. His name is Nathan. We went to the Grand Somar Land's End. And what the fuck happened, bro, was like, he was just like, you know, please leave a good review for me. This is my career. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, like, and I'm not trying to like career shame or nothing, but to us, being like, you know, guest services at a hotel is kind of low on the totem pole here in America. So for him to be down there in Mexico and that's like his career, like what he does, I'm just like, shit. Well, this world is a whole different place.
School for hospitality. I mean, it's not like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but so. they do, but at the same time, it's like, it's not really respected like that here in America. Even though, like,
I wouldn't say that. I think it depends. I don't know what he did. What did he do there?
I mean, like, he was taking our bags up to our room. He walked us out. He was, I don't know if he answered phones, but he just saw around the resort just helping people out. Wiping down tables, taking our bags up, just make sure we had everything that we need, checking on stuff like that. Like, everyone was good. The guy at the front desk, I believe his name was Zamir, like, he was super cool with us too, translating from USDs to pesos and all the other stuff. Like, it was great customer service, great experience. But, like, it's just interesting to see how, like, here in America, and while people go to school for hospitality, you're right, like, people treat hotel jobs and concierge like resort jobs like, oh, this is something I did when I was 16 or 17.
Yeah, I guess it's not the most glamorous job in the world to work at a hotel.
Yeah.
And then, but even then, it depends on what type of hotel. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you tell me, oh, I work at Red Roof Inn versus working at the Ritz.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not just going to let anybody just work there. Like, you obviously have to have some type of experience or, you know, expertise in that. So, I mean, yeah, but some people just like that, bro. Maybe dude just enjoys hospitality, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying, though. Like, you don't usually hear people saying, like, I'm working in this hotel for my life. This is my career.
Exactly. It's like,
it's just a job.
And I'm like, damn, like, this is nuts. So, traveling out of the country is definitely something that was worth it. I can't wait to go back.
Bro, I'd love to travel out the country, like, next year. Where? I don't know, man. There's so many places. Like, I'd love to, like, just take a tour of, like, Europe. You know what I'm saying? Like, those, like, little, like, tours that, you know, not backpacking, but, like, just they're set up to where, like, because everywhere in Europe so close.
The countries are literally next to each other.
Literally, you could just take the train, a couple hours, you're in another country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for us, like, we drive 5 hours, we're still in Illinois. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, fuck.
Hell yeah.
So, I'd love to just take one of those and just kind of just go around for, like, a couple weeks and just to see what everything's like. But even more so than that, I'd love to really backpack and, like, get really nasty and local with it. You know what I'm saying?
Tent camping. That was my dad.
Damn near.
I was about to say tenting. My stupid ass.
Tenting around. No, but, like, you know, and the thing is, like, this is doable. People do it. It's more so like a fear factor for me, just because it's like, damn, like, I'm 25, young, right? If I want to do something, this is the time to do it, because I have my whole life to, like, get my shit together. So why not just, like, leave for a year, just travel around. You know, there's websites and stuff like couch surfing.
I've heard of couch surfing before. It's free.
Surfing. Yeah. You just sleep in people's couches.
You gotta save up a lot of bread.
You know what I'm saying? Or fucking. There's websites that you can do like just odd jobs around. You know what I'm saying? Like just to make some bread so you can kind of like get to place and stuff like that. There's things like that out there. You know what I'm saying? Or even just talking to people and just letting them know what it is. You know, you never know who you can meet and what kind of nice people are out there that would let you stay with them. You know, give you a meal, whatever the case is. But like I feel like that'd be so cool because you just never know who you can meet, the experiences, like getting in a completely different area. You know, from where you grew up in. Would be dope, but at the same time, it's like, damn, like, yeah, I'd love to do that, but that's a year of progress, whatever the fuck I'd be doing here. That's a year I wouldn't have, here. But then I'm like,
what you gain as an individual though is gonna probably
that's what I'm saying.
Be
so
equal
like,
or outweigh that.
You know, where would I be in a year that would, make sense for me not to make that move?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. For all I know, that move can put me in a better position. You never know who I can meet out there, or just kind of happen to fall into a position where I was, that could really propel me forward, versus I was back at home just doing the same shit.
I feel that.
So I'd love to do that and just leave.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody does that. Everybody just wants to leave at some point in time. And just no plan. Just get the money they got in their account. Get a backpack with some clothes.
Figure it out.
And just, figure it out as you go, bro. And that's sometimes I feel like that's just what you got to do, bro. Because if you try to sit here and plan everything, it never goes as planned, one. So if you try to stick to a plan and then once it starts going off plan, now you start freaking out. And then now you're like, this isn't part of the plan. I don't know what to do. But so if you just go and be like, I'm just figure it out. What are you going to do today? I don't know. I'll figure it out, though. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to eat? I'll figure it out. And then you never know. Do I got something?
A bug is flying near you,
Oh.
Just like hit the side of your head like that. There you go. You good now.
Okay, but yeah, bro, just figuring it out probably give you the best memories of your life versus trying to plan it out.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, have a plan for you, like, okay, I'm going here to start, and then I'm gonna figure that shit out. Or I'm starting here, I want to end here. How I get here, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That is, I guess, kind of a plan just so you know where you're going. But everything in between that.
Facts.
Figured out, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
Probably a little dangerous. Got to make sure you're going to countries where, you can communicate. Don't just go to, like, China and not know how to speak the language. I'd be like...
A little bit.
I don't know.
A little bit.
Right, like, that's what I'm saying. Going over to Europe, like, obviously you'll be going to France and Germany and, Italy and stuff. And, and it still, you don't want to just assume that they're going to speak English. Granted, like, I know a lot of European countries do speak English. Like, they teach that shit over there. But I wouldn't want to be that guy that just... makes people conform to me because I refuse to learn their culture, even though I'm there. Even though I'm over there,
you should fucking leave.
That's what I'm saying. That's the case. So, like, obviously, I'm not expecting to be fluent in the 20 languages out there, but like, either try to use translator so you can show them, be like, yo, blah blah blah, here. So, like, just instead of forcing them to like be like, okay, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, because I feel like, at least from my experiences from here, like if I'm dealing with someone who doesn't know English that well, whether they just moved here or they're visiting, whatever the case is, and they're trying to communicate something with me. Like when I worked in restaurants, I've had a couple of people from like France. Why they were in Gurney, I don't know, but they were
of all places.
A family. He was here. They were happy, and I was like,
of all fucking places.
Of all places, yeah. They were probably like in Chicago, just doing shit. But anyway,
yeah.
Like when people, even though if it's like broken English or they're trying but I appreciate the effort of trying to speak my language versus refusing to try to speak my language, speaking your language, and getting mad because I don't understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is backwards.
Like, yeah, exactly. So I would imagine it's the same if I go to another country, and even if I'm not fluent, if I obviously am trying to, or I have a dictionary or using my phone to translate, try to make it as easy as possible for them, I'm pretty sure they would appreciate that too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, sometimes you just gotta go, bro. That's anything though. That's not even just like you're like cross sea travels. Like that's in the country. If you want to move, sometimes people, and I feel like I find myself in the situation sometimes just like waiting for the perfect situation. I'm gonna save up this much money so I can move out and like this and this. Sometimes you just gotta go.
Facts.
Figure it out.
Because when I first moved out, I mean, at the current wage I was at, I made $17.55. I know I could have paid like rent and shit, but I was like, this might be a little hard. But then like I committed to moving out anyway. I was like, I'm gonna figure this shit out. So then once that happened, I moved. As soon as I moved out, bro, got a promotion. Got almost $2 more, and I was like, fuck yeah, like that's that shit where you take a risk. Like this trip I'm going on in October. Oh, it's coming up. I'm so happy. Like I was just like, oh, like I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. The music festival, I was scared to get the tickets. I bought the tickets. Then everything else kind of figured itself out. Flight and everything. I was like, yo, this is fucking phenomenal.
Like, it's this universe, bro. When you, it's like it's basically like manifesting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you
we use that
want
word
something.
So
everybody uses that word so much, bro. Literally, everybody uses that word so much. I heard that in a song the other day, and I was just like, shut up. but you have a plan, you want something, and it seems like nothing is working, nothing's going towards it. But the minute you take that step towards that goal in darkness, because you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, but you're like, I know this is what I want. I need to start moving towards it. The minute you take that step, things will start falling in place.
Facts.
Because the universe sees that you're making effort, so now it's like, okay, now it's my turn to help.
It's also a fear thing too, though.
Of course,
it's big fear involved. It's like, damn, do I really want to take this shit? Like what am I gonna go ahead and do? Like, how exactly does it work? So I get you, bro.
Yeah, bro. Fear is like, we were talking about this again in class. She was asking like, what's the biggest emotion that makes us act?
Yeah,
something like that question. And people were like, someone said fear, someone said anger, someone said love, she said it's fear. And I was like, at first I was like, I figured it'd be like anger.
Yeah.
But then thinking about it, it is fear, whether it's the fear of like, oh, if I don't do this, this is gonna happen, or what if I, you know what I'm saying, or even if like, well, if I don't leave here, this will happen, so I need to, even though, you know what I'm saying. So fear, it pushes us in various ways to kind of get us to act, whether that's a fear of something not happening or a fear of something happening, fear of missing something, fear of getting something. So it makes you act in certain ways, and sometimes, bro, like, you can be scared on both ends. You could be scared of like, well, what happens if I do take that step? But what happens if I don't take that step? Because each of them could be scary, but sometimes you just gotta start walking.
Regret is the worst, though.
That's the worst.
Regret is worse than
that's the worst.
Any of that shit. We all live with a little bit of regret. But regret,
of course, everyone's gonna live with regret, bro.
Regret is especially if it's like a big thing or like.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be one of those old people telling the young
miserable,
young folks,
hating myself
just like, make sure I regret so much in life. People be telling me that. I'm just like, I do not want to get like that.
Hell no.
But then I see how easy it is to get like that.
Yeah.
Because you're just, even if you're not scared to do shit, you're scared to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not be a pussy about it.
Right.
You feel me? But like, that doesn't mean that you don't have those doubts in your head, telling you like, oh, I don't know, that's not gonna work out, or like, it's not, you're not gonna end up like that person over there. Like, you're gonna end up down, type shit. It's just, and if you, I feel like a lot of times our minds always make the negative. You know what I'm saying? And make us seem like we're not gonna achieve whatever we want to achieve. But sometimes you got to go against your brain too. You know what I'm saying? Which could be the scariest thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you rely on your brain to know, and if you don't know, and if you're going against what your brain's telling you, then you're just like, fuck, like, I really have no idea, but I can't be like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't end up like that, and if I stay here, or if I do this, or if I do that, or whatever the case is, I will end up like that, so I need to start taking those steps. You feel me? So, but yeah, my fear is a big motivator, man.
Facts. In
life, in general. Sometimes you just got to embrace the fear and keep going. You got to be comfortable with the fear. You know what I'm saying? Got to carry it with you.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because if you don't, and you don't acknowledge it, and you shy away from the fear, it's gonna consume you, and you're gonna find yourself 20 years from now, same spot,
mad as hell,
mad as fuck, because you were too scared to do this, do that, talk to them, say this, eat that, whatever the case is, bro. Like, and I tell this to people all the time. I tell this to myself. I tell this to people all the time whenever they're talking to me about doing something that they're scared of, or doing something that's like nerve wracking for them. I always tell them, and like I said, I tell this to myself all the time too, because I think it's really true. When is the last time you've done something for the first time, or something that you were scared of doing, and then once it was over, you regretted doing it? You rarely ever do. You're always like, damn, like, either that wasn't as bad as I thought, or I'm glad I did that. That was a lot of fun.
Or if you regret it, you didn't learn the lessons from it.
Exactly. So either way, it's a win, because you should be either you realize it's not nearly as bad as you thought it was going to be, or you did it, and now you're like, okay, yeah, I was right. I don't like it. Now I know.
Yeah, because I know someone she's older, kind of like an OG of mine. She's in like her 40s now, and she used to be running these streets tough in Chicago. And she always says, like, I was doing this and I was doing that and we out the bam and gangbang and all this stuff. Cool. She always tells me, no matter what, even though obviously that's not, always the most praise. Sometimes those are negative experiences. She said, I don't regret anything because it's made me who I am today.
Yeah.
And I look at that, I'm just like, it gives me perspective. Perspective is key. I look at her and I'm just like, damn, like, here I am, my young ass, not done any of that shit. And I regret, like, little stuff I do, like maybe not doing a phone call here saying this, which is shit I should have done, but it's just like, she's lived life with, way different consequences, and she has no regrets, so why can't I? It's all about what you learn from it. We all gonna fuck up.
It's your point of view, bro. It reminds me of a book I read or listened to called, 1 second, hopefully my shit loads. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl.
Okay.
Dude he was in the Holocaust. He's a Holocaust survivor and all that stuff. And
still alive?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, he was old.
Yeah.
But the book, obviously it's about the Holocaust and like his account of it and just shit he was going through. But from what I remember, and I really hope I'm not like messing up the meaning or the story, the moral of the story. He's basically just saying like life is really all about how you choose to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was talking about how like obviously during the Holocaust like that, very easy to just kind of just lose hope. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
For very good reasons. But he was saying how some people like there was a point in the book where like they were in like the little mess hall or whatever eating, and there was Italian dudes that were like singing and dancing and this and that, and everyone was having a good time. Even though they were in such a horrible place, but they didn't let that consume them and take away their hope or their happiness, or you know what I'm saying? Because even with all the depressing activities going on around them, they were still able to find things that made them happy, or still were able to find things to joke about, this, and that. But then you had other people who were just down. And then he was talking about how when you get like when they were getting diseases and stuff. Back then in the camps, how quickly it would take you, just because granted obviously you're malnourished and things of that nature, but then your hope is just gone. You have no fight, you know what I'm saying, and nothing. So you just die. And you're saying this one dude, like I forgot where he said he heard this date, and he heard this date somewhere, and so he was like, okay, on this date we're gonna be free, like the soldiers are gonna come, boom, boom, boom. So and every day he was just waiting for that date to come, and then the week came, he's lit. Day comes, nothing happens. They don't get freed. And then I'm pretty sure like a week after that he died because he was he had nothing to hold on to. There's nothing pushing him. So he just kind of withered away at that point, But it's all about perspective, man. It's all about perspective and how you look at things and how you acknowledge things, man. And that really is a huge thing. Mindset, man. At the end of the day, your mindset really I feel like dictates your viewpoint on life. Because even in the worst situations, you can find some type of silver lining, But if you choose to focus on the negative, even if you feel like there's nothing but negative around you, there's a positive somewhere.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like even if you feel like you're not making any progress, even the smallest steps of progress.
I agree.
And that's sometimes what I've had to remind myself that. I've had to remind friends that, people I'm talking to, or they're saying, whether it's I'm talking to them or they're talking to me about, like, just, I feel like I'm not going anywhere. I feel like, you were talking about this earlier on the show, just about how you're just running in place.
Yeah.
You're not getting anywhere. But it's just like, obviously it's easy to see the progress when you're taking huge leaps and bounds. Like, I guarantee you if, like, someone hits you about the show and they're like, yo, we want you guys on, primetime radio, that's progress. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, bro, that's huge. But then if someone came up to us and one little kid's like, hey, I just found your show, like, I'm a fan, you got a new listener, we'd be like, oh, that's lit.
That shit hurt but
it's just like,
oof.
That's just as much progress as getting that primetime spot.
Literally,
you know what I'm saying? It all depends on how you're looking at it.
Yeah.
Because someone can call up to us and tell us that, be like, all right, cool, whatever. Oh, I'm so pissed we're not getting this spot. But it's just like, bro, someone just came up to you and told you that they listened to you for the first time and they subscribe and they're fucking with it. That's a new person. that's progress. That's a step. Even if it's a small step, that's still something that you can be happy about, you know? And I feel like people are only, especially with this day and age, with just seeing it, not going to bring up social media, but how that all plays into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all we see is huge leaps and bounds of success and progress and people just being, you know, living their best lives, even though a lot of the times it's faked. Yeah. But from seeing that and then using our own lives as something to kind of compare it to, like, we're like, oh, man, like, I'm not making moves unless they're huge. You know what I'm saying? So even the small steps we're making mean nothing to us, which then is going to take our drive away because we're blind to the progress that we're making on a daily basis. Yeah. All we're worried about is the yearly progress, the huge jumps, and we're not thinking about the steps it's going to take to get there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So even if we're at the door of success right here and we took all these small steps, if we forget all that progress, we can give up right at the door and never get to that big leap because we didn't see all the progress we were making to get to the door to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you, man. I hear you. Really well said, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I tried, bro. I tried to make it make sense, but like,
no. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. So
yeah, but that's real though.
It is. It is. So, all right, switching gears. Music. Of course.
Yeah.
We got two people we mainly got to talk about, of course. Let's start with one. How'd you feel about Certified Lover Boy?
It was all right.
It
was okay, bro. Okay. Like, and the thing, I wanted it to be nice. So I'm a fan of Drake. But I listened to it.
How many times?
A couple times, like 2 times now.
Okay.
I listened to it. I was at the gym listening to it, and I was, just headed on. Random other people was playing around me, and it just. I saw a comment about it, and someone was like, "I wasn't overwhelmed. I wasn't underwhelmed. I was just whelmed."
It's cool.
Yeah, it's just a Drake album, man. Like, I feel like Drake has. I was talking to my friend about this the other day. I feel like Drake has a formula, and he follows that formula on every album. It seems like, and not that it's a bad formula, but it's nothing new.
That's what somebody else was saying.
It's just. You know what you're gonna get when Drake's like, I'm about to drop an album. It's not like, oh, like for example, obviously I know him and Kanye been getting compared for the past couple weeks now. Yeah. But with Kanye, granted they're different artists.
We don't know what the fuck coming up.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't know what.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when Kanye's like, I'm dropping an album, it's like, oh damn, like what is that gonna sound like? What new experimentational sound is he gonna use? This and that. Drake, oh, I'm about to drop an album. All right, cool. We know what that's gonna sound like. You know what I'm saying? Like we know. You're gonna have some bangers on there. You're gonna have a couple
for the ladies,
nice little for the ladies, and shit like that.
And it's some like I call them timestamps. I don't know what he calls them, but like when
where it's like 7 a.m. here or 2 a.m. 2 p.m.
in Calabasas.
Yeah, it's just like
motherfucking
okay, cool.
Motherfucking 3:30 at McDonald's.
Right, bro. Like, and the thing is, like,
he rap his ass off on those shit.
He raps his ass off, but it's just the same. And I guess if you're just going for bars, like, yeah, that's cool. Like, he's got them in there and everything, but. I mean, I just feel like lately, like the subject matter of his songs has just kind of just been really similar. You know, it's always just the same concept. Like what song is it? What song was it? How you feel that cover? Yeah, it was. I don't know. It's funny, but like definitely could have done better. Definitely could have done better for sure.
I think that shit is weak.
What song is it? TSU. Isn't that you talking about a girl strip? It's like. All right, bro. You're gonna save another stripper, bro? Like
this. I hear you, but check it out. It's kind of like, and I was talking to him about this last night. I get what you're saying completely. The album didn't blow me away either.
Not at all.
It's just kind of like it sounds nice, but it's here.
It's just another Drake album.
It's not like a Call Me If You Get Lost. Where that shit is.
No, yeah. This doesn't stand out to me in his catalog. For me personally.
Correct. This year, it kind of falls in the middle of the pack for me.
Cool. Oh hell yeah.
Cool, right? But I was talking to someone last night. She was just like, yeah. A Drake album didn't really overwhelm me. Nothing really new going on. Like she likes artists that are gonna try something new every time. They're gonna blow you a different place. Like she's like, I feel like that's real artistry. And I'm like, I get that, but also in Drake, I like to play devil's advocate. In Drake's defense, and again, I relate it back to basketball. If you do something and you know you do it well,
why change it? Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
telling Drake,
I agree.
Yeah, because telling Drake to not make hits is be like, hey Steph, like. Maybe you shouldn't shoot as much. You're not gonna tell Steph that. I
agree in what you're saying. Yeah, but now, I mean, again, now it comes to a question of what are you in it for? Because are you in it for your artistic, just expressing yourself, you know what I'm saying? And trying new shit and like taking influence from different areas. And you could argue that he did with, when he had his little, UK phase and like then his Caribbean phase. Because
More Life was a whole nother shit, bro.
But like
Find Your Love, like all that shit.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Like it's just gets boring.
I feel you.
To me. And I'm obviously in no position to sit here and shit on Drake, but like, so there's nothing. I'm not excited to listen to the album.
Yeah.
When Donda came out, granted, the whole rollout was just wild,
confusing.
And there was a bunch of shit going on.
I got to the point. I was like, I don't even want to hear this shit no more.
I did. I still wanted to hear it. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm a Kanye fan though. Like I'm a big Kanye fan. You know that. But like, even then, like every album, you're like, what is this gonna sound like? What is this gonna sound like? Like who's he gonna have on here? Like what random ass features he's gonna have? This is gonna go crazy. Drake. You have an idea what it's gonna sound like. He's probably gonna have very similar features on there that he always fucks with.
Always got Future on the album.
Cool,
always got Thug. Always got Savage on the album. Yeah.
But I mean, you throw this on. If you just had Drake playing, just all of his shit playing, and one of these songs pop up, I wouldn't be able to tell you, oh, that's on Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
There'd be other songs where I'm like, oh, that's on Take Care, that's gonna be on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, not this. Maybe I just gotta listen to it more, but like these just kind of just seem like just Drake songs.
I agree, and I understand both sides. Where it's just like this is some shit I expected from Drake, and also the same argument where it's just like this is some shit where some people are just like, yo, this shit blew me away. I personally don't feel that way.
I don't see it, bro. That's my thing.
Because this definitely isn't like when I look at Drake shit that blew me away. Scorpion didn't really blow me away either.
I want to revisit Scorpion because I've found that there actually are a good amount of songs that I've liked. That I've discovered after the fact.
Views eventually blew me away. At first I was like, I
like Views.
Bro, do you remember when Views came out? That shit was so annoying. Like, you know how people were like, hear a song for like 20 seconds, tweet the lyrics out? They were doing that shit for views, but Rap Genius, XXL were doing it. Like, that was his most hype shit ever, Views. I don't think an album's ever hyped the way Views hyped. That didn't blow me. If you're reading this too late, blew me away. Nothing was the same. Take Care, Thank Me Later. Fucking so far gone.
All that stuff is good. Like, he has obviously classic albums for sure, and all of those albums you just named are good in their own for various reasons. You know what I'm saying? And I like them all. Certified Lover Boy just didn't do it for me.
Yeah, I agree.
At the end of the day, just didn't do it for me. There's a couple songs where I'm like, all right, this is cool. Like Knife Talk is cool.
That project,
but that's because that's 21 Savage and Project Pat really
21 went
really helped, really kind of let that one.
I still can't really tune in.
Way Too Sexy is just kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? Like with Future and then the music video obviously with Kawhi just being
that
Kawhi.
Shit was funny as hell. That was weird as fuck. It's weird as fuck.
But like, I don't know, man.
One thing I don't get though, two things. When Drake gets into this like gangsta, like I'm at your head bag, like on Knife Talk, I'm just like, eh. Like I'm not saying Drake ain't about that, but it's just like I don't really get those vibes from Drake that he really.
I don't get the vibes at all from Drake. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Drake.
Me either.
Personally,
so we could be wrong.
I don't know. He could really be about it.
This nigga be a killer.
He could really be about it. I just don't see it. And the thing is, like, if that's what his music was about, just from the jump, it's like, all right, maybe he is. You don't always have to look like that to be that. You know what I'm saying? His music was never like that. It was all about the ladies, this and that. And every couple of songs will have a hard bar or a hard song where he's talking about
that Nipsey line was nice.
Doing some shit. Yeah, but it's just like it's just hard to see you.
Yeah.
And that shit. More I see him more as like telling someone to go do that, but him not putting the mask on himself.
Yeah.
Getting ready. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not. I don't see it. But I don't know. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know this man.
Exactly. But personally, for me, just with how this was hyped, because I feel like this was hyped. People have been talking about Certified Lover Boy for a minute. Ever since he got the little heart in his head, everyone's been like, "Oh my god!" I was expecting more from him because I felt like I knew he could bring more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is kind of was just he put this out knowing it's gonna do well, but not trying to do something really
interesting.
Crazy.
You sounds like the person I was talking to last night. She kind of felt the same. She kind of felt like this is kind of just he just put some songs together, put it out. She was more harsh though. She was saying like she felt like he just took songs from all of his old albums that same type and just threw them out here on some like lazy shit. And I was like, I don't know about all that. And she felt like he wasn't trying nothing new. And I was like, I don't know about all that.
I wouldn't say I don't know. Again, I'm gonna have to listen to this again, but just I don't know. I mean, it's just
Lil Wayne went stupid though.
It's just not a lot there for me, man.
Yeah,
to be
same.
Honest with you.
I mean, I like Pipe Down. I like Poppy song.
I'm gonna have to listen to it again.
Yeah,
I want to listen to it again because make sure because sometimes you just gotta listen to things a couple times. But yeah, bro, just didn't do it for me. One
song that definitely it confuses me when artists do this. You say a song, no friends in the industry. Okay, cool, right? Mm-hmm. You have no friends in the industry, but yet on your Instagram, you post it up with a bunch of other rappers.
Look how many features he's got on here.
And you have 13, 14 features on your album. And obviously, again, we don't know Drake, but it's kind of confusing. It's like you say you have no friends, but like, you post up with like a Cole or a Ross, like, yeah, these are my guys. This is my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayne, this is my nigga.
You know them before the industry.
And I'm just like, bro, like, what are you coming at? It's probably not that deep. But
I'm sure it's not that deep.
It's probably not that deep. But would I say this album's better than The House Is Burning? Fuck no.
Absolutely not.
What I say is, honestly, it's crazy.
This is even the best album that dropped that day.
What else dropped that day?
I'm pretty sure Lil Sims.
Never heard of him.
It's a girl.
Oh, excuse me. I apologize.
Yeah.
Lil Sims?
Little Sims.
Send it to me because I can't.
I'm pretty sure this album dropped the same day Drake's album did.
Yeah. Tough.
You're going to like this one better than you like Drake's album.
Okay. And, Romar Salas put out an album too. He's out of Chicago. It's called Spaces. That shit is. I sent you a few songs of it last night. That shit is super decent. Super nice. And honestly, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm if you look at our list, I'm skipping a song, but Drake went on his radio show, and leaked "Life for the Party."
Yeah,
he leaked
I heard about
the
that.
diss song. Did you hear the actual song?
I didn't hear the whole song. I heard Kanye's diss.
Did you hear Andre verse?
I've been waiting to hear that.
Yeah, I got it for you when we get off, bruh.
I hear it's amazing. Like it's really good.
I ain't gonna say
from what the reactions. Everyone's like, bro, Andre went
crazy, bruh. That shit. But,
and then he released a statement afterward. I haven't even read it. I want to consume it all at one time.
Okay, because I can read it to you, but okay.
No, I want to read it in his words.
Okay, I got you. So, all right, I'll let you read that statement then. But before I talk on it, but essentially, bro, that song is better than every song on Drake album.
That's what everyone's saying. Everyone's like, from what I've seen, from what I've heard from the song, which I liked everything I heard up until I stopped listening to it. And it's for people who are saying, everyone's like, Drake, I'm assumingly put that out there to kind of fuck up Kanye's like plan to diss him or whatever. Just for everyone to be like, oh shit, that's the best song of the year. And then, so now it's just like, damn, bro, like you just put Kanye up more. Now we got an Andre verse, which whenever we get an Andre verse, it's a good day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you weren't gonna hurt us in that aspect. And he's dissing you, and Andre has a hot verse, and the song's fire. What was the goal of you trying to leak it? You know what I'm saying? I was actually talking to my friend about this. She was saying, maybe, obviously, Kanye and Drake have beef. Do they though?
I some people feel like that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but I definitely get annoyed when people say that because it's like
I know, yeah.
I don't feel like they. And I've said this a million times. I'm sorry to cut you off. I don't feel like these two are two of the biggest.
They don't need it.
That's what I'm saying. They don't need it. So why?
Because it's just gonna give them more shit. It's just gonna bump up album sales. It's gonna now they both drop shit. Both drop
a week
shit.
apart.
A week apart. This is boom, boom, boom. Now Drake's dropping this. Drake's not dumb. You think he heard this and was like, "This is a trash song"?
No, he was like, "This is beautiful."
No. So, and why drop it on your radio station? Drop it. Just drop it. Leak it. You know what I'm saying? Like a regular ass leak, don't drop it on your radio station. So now everyone's gonna go to your shit to hear Kanye and Andre 3000. Now they're gonna hear that. Oh, best song of the year. Now it's back on Kanye, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, so it's just like if you have beef, you don't do shit that's gonna up them, and give them more sales. You feel me? And that's what they're doing to each other. Yeah, they're throwing disses, but the disses aren't even like good.
I want to hear some shit.
Like I want to hear something different. I want
back.
Pusha and Drake disses. I don't want just
want.
like, oh, I have your wifey at my crib now, or some stupid shit.
That's some disrespectful shit, though.
Yeah, but like it's like everybody says that to everybody. It's like, okay, cool. you have my wife at your house. You know how many times I hear that a year? If you're a top rapper, every rapper has your wifey at her house. So it's either they're lying or your wife's really just out here like that.
I mean, no disrespect, but if your wife's Kim Kardashian, like everyone knows her.
Everyone knows her. So even if I don't give a fuck. Like she's famous off of a sex tape. Ex-wife. Yeah, but still, like, you think that you saying you got her at my crib is gonna hurt me?
Like, nigga, the whole
world has seen her. I don't care.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's not gonna bother Kanye at all. And then what Drake said, oh, you're 44, 45, fell off. That's not a diss. That's just that's what you say to an older rapper.
Did he fall off though? Because I didn't finish Donda, but I heard that shit is phenomenal.
I don't think he fell off, to be honest. Personally, I'm a Kanye fan.
I don't think so either.
I'm not the right person to ask. I don't think he fell off though, cause no, he didn't fall off. Cause you see, every time he does something, you see how huge it is.
This nigga made $15 million off an album that didn't drop.
You see how big it is. If he fell off, he wouldn't have been doing those stadium little tours, even though it was just 2 spots. But still, wouldn't have been getting sold out like they were. Most would not be wanting to see it. He did not fall off. He's right where he's been at the whole time. Anyway, these 2 guys, if they really wanted to, could really beef and diss each other. They're top rappers in the game right now. Whether you talk about, I'm not talking about lyricism, just by how big status and shit. They're some of the biggest in the game right now. Like, if you're really gonna beef and diss each other, then do that. Don't just do these little stupid little bars and shit that just can be. There's no directness towards it. It's like, oh, I wasn't talking. That could go to anybody. That little 44, 45 can go to any old rapper in the game right now. It doesn't necessarily mean we can assume it's to Kanye, but there's no name drops. There's no any type of directness. You know what I'm saying? And now you're leaking this, which just helped Kanye out. So what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. Like, I'm not saying that they are just fake beefing, but at the same time, kind of. I could see it. I could see it. I really could.
Maybe, but it's become so personal at this point, especially because, like, Pusha T and Kanye are like this. Mm-hmm. And so if it got to the point where I don't think it's fake, because if you look at how personal it got last year, 2 years ago, so that beef was Pusha T and Drake was 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
We got to the point where you talking about you're hiding a son, you doing this, you doing that. I feel like at that point, ain't no more faking.
That's pushing Drake, though.
But remember, Drake felt like Drake felt like Ye released the information about his son to Pusha T.
Mm-hmm. So I know the whole story.
Right,
I get the story.
Fact. So it's just like, at that point, is it really fake? At that point, it's like, damn, like.
All right, and okay, I agree. And if that's so, because obviously Pusha was saying some shit about Drake, right? And Drake just really couldn't respond to it. He didn't respond to it.
He said he could have, but Jay Prince said he stopped it.
Okay. That's fucking stupid.
You don't think that's it?
Possibly, but like, bro, dude just ended your whole life in a song. Put you out there with blackface on, revealed to the world you had a child, was talking shit about your baby moms, made fun of your dying best friend producer.
Yeah.
And you're just going to put a statement out like, that was not fair, but I was going to say something and that was going to end your career, but my boss said I can't do it. So just know that I could have fucked you up. It's like,
but don't
say that, just do it.
But that's also why I feel like there's no way this shit could be fake. Because I feel like he puts Kanye and Pusha, he kind of views them the same person. That's why there's no way I think this shit could be fake.
He doesn't, though. You can't. They're not the same people. You can't do that.
But I feel like that anger is directed towards
both of them. Maybe. But again, if that's the case, and it's as personal as it should be, why? And the thing is, unless Drake's trying to protect his good boy look, which I don't think anybody cares about, if he were to come out with a crazy diss like he did against Meek, two of them, that didn't do anything but help his image and help his career. Because everyone's like, oh shit, Drake just went nuts. So why would you not want to go nuts against Kanye and Push, who's way bigger than me?
That'll really make you the GOAT.
That'd really make you the GOAT.
If you could shit on, if Drake were to drop a diss track or a series of disses and do Kanye and Push like how you did Meek,
then that would do nothing. I can't see that hurting his image whatsoever. So for him saying that, oh, I had a crazy diss, but
that'd be hard to
didn't want me to do that, it's like, why?
That would be really hard to do though.
It would be hard to do
because you can't. It'd be hard for them to do because he was already I don't know if he's a better rapper per se than Meek, but overall as an artist, he's a better artist than Meek. He and Kanye are like equals in terms of artistry.
Yeah, but when it comes to like dissing, when it comes to beef, it's not just about who has the best, production. It's about what you say. It's about what you're saying.
Facts.
At the end of the day.
Facts.
You feel me? So like, I don't know, bro. Like, I just feel like if it was as serious and as personal as you're saying it is or should be.
For me personally, I never talked to either
of course,
them, but
right? Yeah. But like, even then, don't you think that he'd be saying some worse shit than "You're 45, you're over the hill, I got your wifey"? Blah, blah, blah. Like, those are just so generic and basic. It's like, all right, bro, I know you can do better than that because we've seen you do better than that, and that's before, and that's not even. And Meek wasn't even saying the same shit that Push was saying to you.
Meek only tweeted some shit.
Like, Meek only tweeted some shit, exactly, and you're gonna drop that. The thing is, I don't want to sit here and say that, but but maybe Drake went so hard on Meek, knowing that he was enemy. It was a way easier enemy. Like
Floyd. Floyd only picked niggas he knew he could beat.
Yeah, he only got challenged a couple times, Floyd, but I mean that's a different conversation.
Completely different.
But yeah, obviously, yeah. Drake is a better artist. That person I think is a better artist than Meek. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it's easier to do that against someone who can't just match you bar for bar. We all know what Push can do. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it many times, even before this Drake shit happened. And instead of coming up with response bars like you should as a rapper, because that's what you claim to be. You claim to be a dark nigga. You claim to be you claim to be a head splitter. A grave digger. That's what you claim to be.
Facts.
I aim for the head. I don't aim for the vest, the chest, and shit like that. That's what you claim to be in your songs.
No friends in the industry.
Right. So you claim all that, and then when someone's like, okay, I'm going to pull your card, you just give it to them and say what? I could have fucked him up, but I didn't. Like, no one, okay. How do we know that? You're supposed to take your word for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You can't have it showing like what you did with Meek and someone who can match you bar for bar come at you. And instead of you doing what you did to Meek, you release a statement instead.
Shit hurts. It hurts you.
It's like, come on, bro.
It hurts you. And maybe there are forces outside that we don't know, but that shit hurts you.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. So I don't know, bro. I just feel like if this beef was really beef, like they're making it seem, they'd be way more personal. Songs would be a lot more directed. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way Push did it, he was made a point that everybody that was listening to the song knew that he was talking about Drake. He wanted all the smoke. He was there for it. Drake and Kanye are not doing that. They're just dropping subliminals that can be applied to anybody in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And like, they're doing it right when they're both dropping albums. So now both albums are going to get pumped up because, did you hear Kanye said this about Drake on his album? Oh, Drake just said this about Kanye on his album. Now you're going to have to go listen to it so you can hear what they said. You know what I'm saying? Now Drake's going to leak this song that he knew wasn't a bad song because he's Drake. Music. People are fiends for Andre 3000's anything. You know what I'm saying? So you knew dropping that was going to do nothing for Kanye but help him out. Like, I don't see how these things are connecting to be real beef, because it's from right now it just seems like they're both just helping each other out.
I hear you. Moving on, we only got a few minutes left. Family Ties, what'd you think of it?
I liked it.
That shit is hard.
Yeah, I like that song for sure. I mean, Kendrick, I think both handled it really well. I like Baby Keem's verse on it. I think he wrote the verse or the beat really, really well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone's talking about Kendrick verse, which I get as Kendrick, but like, people forget, like, Baby Keem did his shit too.
Keem did his thing. Keem made me a fan. I became a fan because of that.
That song?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I'm
probably just late. I know he's been out for a minute. I just haven't like took the time to listen to it. But I listened to that and I was like, oh yeah, I like both equally.
I've been a fan of him since France Freestyle, and then like I go back, I listen. You got like Orange Soda.
Yeah, I need to listen to him, but I know he's got some shit.
Gang Activities is a fucking banger.
I'm gonna have to.
Gang Activities. That shit is nuts. I think it's on Stat. No, it's not on that one. It's on the album before that.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah, I liked it a lot. Made me really excited to see what Kendrick's about to do. Man, I'm always looking forward to what Kendrick's about to do. You hear this album he's about to drop is gonna be the last one on TDE?
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised. At first I was like, what? But then I was like, nah. Because he put out the PG Lane shit anyway. I get it.
I feel like TDE's just fumbled the bag so heavy, bro.
I don't know, bro. Because Isaiah Rashad
now he did.
Yeah, but like I don't feel like they fumbled the bag because they kept their like the demand was still there. Like SZA put out once.
Of course, the demand's gonna be there.
So like, how do you feel like they? Like, what do you feel like was?
I
fumbled?
mean, I feel like they just could have capitalized a lot more. You know what I mean? It takes, granted, like I have no idea who's in charge, like whose decision it is to drop when they want to drop. It could be the artist is saying no, I want to drop it this time, or it could be the label. But like, when's the last time Isaiah Rashad dropped? 5 years ago? 6 years ago?
Nope, that's not Isaiah Rashad. Where'd he go? Isaiah Rashad, 25 years ago. Sun's Tirade. Yes.
5 years ago. Kendrick. When's the last time he dropped?
That was in 2018, 2017. Damn came out in 2017. So that's
when's the last time SZA dropped?
A few months ago. Album or single?
Album.
Oh. Album it's been like 2016. It's been a hot ass minute.
It's been a minute, right? I know Q dropped like what last year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
J-Rock has been a minute.
What? 3 years ago?
3 years ago. I love Redemption. That shit.
Well, whenever Black Panther came out. Because that's
Damn, I forgot about that. I don't count that shit though.
I don't know. I'm not counting that album. I'm saying because I know that one of his songs was 18. On there. 18. So like, and granted, I'm not looking for all these artists to drop every year, but they're just taking so long. And then you have other camps coming up. Dreamville has been steady. Then you got Griselda that's been on the come up heavy, bro.
Bro, they have. You talk about like this releasing shit.
Griselda's on some other shit, bro. But even OVO, XO, all these different labels, you know what I'm saying, are dropping consistently enough to keep people just like, oh, like dope. TDE, everyone's just like, damn, bro, when's Kendrick dropping? Damn, bro, when's SZA's gonna drop, bro? Damn, it's like fuck, like, and when they drop, of course you want to hear it. Yeah. Like these aren't artists that you're just gonna forget about. Doesn't mean that they couldn't. I don't know. I feel like they could have easily capitalized so much more.
Correct.
They could drop tapes. They could drop collab albums.
I feel you.
Just to kind of feed the streets while they work on their individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe. I mean, obviously, I don't know the ins and outs of the industry, so maybe this was a whole thing. Maybe I'm just speaking on my ass, and I just don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But like, I feel like they could have done more. And again, I don't know whose choice it was to not do as much as they did. If it was an artist's choice, then I'm just gonna shut the fuck up because that's what they chose to do. But if it was a label that was holding them back, which I know labels do,
correct.
I feel like they just could. I feel like they kind of fumbled the bag in that aspect. Personally.
I hear you. Last point. We're gonna wrap up real quick. What were your thoughts on Bishop Sycamore?
That was hilarious, bro. I was at the gym watching that game. I was at the gym and I was just like, damn, these niggas really getting fucked up, like 40-something-0, and I was just like, IMG's just that school. And then I come to find out that they weren't even a real school. These are grown men. Were they all grown men, or was just some of them grown men? They were all adults.
All former JUCO player dropouts, upper 20s, 30s. Getting their ass spanked by some high schoolers, bro. But these aren't the average high schoolers.
Yeah, I mean, these damn near are adults, too.
These are damn near pros.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers are like, that's how, IMG's good for football and basketball. Like, that's one of those, like, fifth-year prep schools they go to just so they can focus on sports. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, so they're all older than they should be, too, damn near.
Only by, like, a year or so.
Still. No, but it's not the same thing.
They're not 25, 30, 36 years old.
Shit was funny, bro.
My thing is, you did all this fucking lying. You did all this deceiving, all this money. These motherfuckers was living out of hotels, stealing from Kroger, stealing. You got your coach out here with active warrants. I'm not judging felons, but damn, nigga, like, take care of that shit. But, like, I'm not gonna say you're a judgy because you got a warning issue and none of that shit like that, but it just adds to the mystery of what the fuck is going on, and the mess that is that situation. You got a fucking fitness center at your address. Somebody got fired. Because I don't know whether it be ESPN or...
Oh, you talking about that let him on?
Well, it apparently was ESPN that got duped. It's a company that contracts ESPN. So it's like somebody, whether it be ESPN, the company that contracts, whoever did their research, somebody lost their job behind this. Because how the fuck do you let this mystery meat ass team come from fucking nowhere?
Oh no,
out
bro!
the bag?
It's not the first time that shit's happened.
They've been doing it for like a year,
bro. Even I read an article about some country that they entered like a handball tournament or something like that, right? And they had to travel to go to it. And then all of a sudden, all these players like just disappeared within the country, gone, right? So then the tournament like officials or whatever contact the country like, yo, like where the fuck's your team? Country's like, we don't have a handball team. The team lied about tournaments, games, this and that to qualify for this tournament so they can travel to that country and basically leave their country, and they like dispersed.
Wow.
Yeah, so this isn't the first time shit like this happens, bro. But that's wild. I mean, but you know, can't fault them, man. They're just chasing a dream, bro. Chasing a dream.
Come on.
Chasing a dream, man.
I may not want to fault the players. I kind of do, because like, nigga, you grown. Why you want to play high schoolers? I may not be able to fault the players, I guess, but the organization
for sure.
Come on, nigga.
I'm not there. That's
if you want to play football, go back to JUCO.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know the stories of all the kids, man. So I'm not gonna sit here and say all the kids were just shit, because they probably getting lied to, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, from the things I was saying, they were getting lied to about a lot of stuff. Like, it wasn't like everyone was like, yeah, we're about to do this.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm sure they thought they were actually getting an opportunity. I heard like a snippet from some kid. He was like, yeah, bro, like the coaches lied to me, my mom. Like, they told us this, it was that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm not gonna fault the players, because especially the younger ones. Like, if you're 20 type shit, you know,
you probably don't know no better for it.
You don't know no better. You're just trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? And it means, and you know that now there's so many routes to get to the pros. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, this is just another route to get to that level. You know, so I wouldn't fault them for that. But I mean, sucks though that, you know, they were kind of got taken advantage of and they got put on TV and just absolutely destroyed, which is more embarrassing for them. I'm sure we'll see a Netflix documentary about it.
Kevin Hart picked it up.
Did he? Of course he did.
Instantly. But I'm just like, bro, like, you did all this shit, all this lying, all this conniving, just get your ass fucking